Hey friends, we've hit the weekend and we've really pretty much coming to a close for our first week of our 6 weeks to summer countdown in my kitchen with refreshing, inspiring, I guess it is, but just livening things up in the countdown to summer, working our way through spring. And what would a close of a week be without a cocktail and mocktail, right? So I'm in my cozies and we're thinking Saturday. I'm wearing my, these are all the rage, smash and test jumper, super fun, super comfy, dress it up, dress it down, love it. That's not an ad, I actually just love it. And I have two really fun drinks for you today. So our cocktail I actually got from a really old version of our very own Ontario LCBO magazine, and it is called the Soul Cocktail. It was developed by a Canadian chef sommelier who worked in the Canadian Embassy in Rome, and and so it's a spin-off of that. I just make one little difference, but delicious. We're gonna have some Campari, some Limocello, some arancetta, and just a bitter orange bubbly drink, and some garnishes, of course. Just a different, the Aperol Spritz is amazing, but it's also nice to have other kind of not sweet, really light and refreshing, slightly bitter cocktails to sip on during the summer days. And mocktail, of course, for those of you that prefer mocktails or those that just want a little bit of a difference from the cocktails, which we all love. So for my mocktail, I'm just calling it a strawberry hibiscus fizz. I feel like I could do better on that name, but we're gonna go with that. And that is going to have, I've just brewed up some hibiscus tea, raspberry hibiscus tea, and I added a little bit of lemongrass to that, so I'll show you it in a second. And with that, I'm gonna add a little bit of kombucha and some garnishes and some soda water. So you could go different ways. We're going to talk about that. So let's dive right in first with let's go with the mocktail. So first things first, I know what I'm going to do. I want lots of ice. Lots of ice. I'm going to make this in a glass like this and then transfer it over. So lots of ice in your glass. And because I really want to serve this in a big, big glass with ice. First thing I'm going to do is get my hibiscus tea chilled. So I brewed it up and I just want to pour it over some ice to begin with, just to get it cooled. I don't want to be putting, normally I would do this ahead of time. I would make my tea and then let it cool. But I just made it really quick so that we could put together this fun for you guys. I also smashed up some lemongrass and threw that in there just to add another little layer of flavor, but not necessary if you don't have, or keeping it easy. And then I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. Let me grab a stir stick. I don't have my fancy cocktail stir stick. You could do this over your shaker. Okay, I'm just going to give this a little bit of a stir. There. I just didn't want to pour a hot drink into my wine glass. Okay, lots of ice. And I'm just going to pour this in. So I have my nice tea. Okay, now I'm gonna load it up with strawberries and sliced strawberries. And then people are always pairing mint with strawberry for like fanciness and desserts and drinks. But basil is beautiful with strawberry. And basil also goes with the lemongrass. And it'll go with the strawberries really nicely. And it'll even complement that hibiscus. So I'm break up a little bit of basil leaves for some nice green, and now I'm going to top it with my kombucha. So you could go different ways. I'm going to stick with strawberry, but you could also take this in a watermelon direction and it would be equally beautiful. But today I'm going to choose nice strawberry kombucha. Ooh, but I did find one that was watermelon, hibiscus, and green tea and guava. But even if you can find like a hibiscus kombucha, that would be lovely too. Ooh, here we go. And I'm just going to top it off just a little bit. I mean, I really want the rest of the flavors to be the forward one. And I'm going to give this a stir and give it a taste. Now, if you really wanted to kick it up, you could totally muddle your strawberries, lemongrass, a little bit of sugar, basil in a muddler first if you wanted to get super fancy, but we're keeping it easy these days. So look at this, super pretty. How do you not feel festive with this in hand on a patio? So refreshing. So nice, not sweet at all. Just really all refreshing, not overpowered by the kombucha. Just really beautiful yumminess. Yum. Okay. I actually prefer those fruity type teas cold over ice. So I love summertime when it comes around. All right, next up is our cocktail, the Soul Cocktail. Okay, again, lots of ice for this one. I could probably use more ice, but we'll go with that. And next, we're gonna grab our Campari. Really simple. Now, this is a big glass, so I'll probably do 1.5 ounces of each. So I'm gonna start with my Campari and just do, you know, rough pour. There we go. And then you can do 1 ounce of each, 1.5 ounces. You know, you're sipping this slowly over time. And my limoncello. Ooh, I almost forgot my garnishes. I gotta get those in. There we go. Same amount. So same. 1 to 1. Super easy. No recipe really needed. And what I want to do before I get too much liquid in there is make my glass pretty. So I'm going to put in a nice orange wedge there and maybe 2 half wedges going in different directions so that when I hand it over to a guest, it looks so pretty. Okay, finish it off with a little bit of my soda. And I don't like it too sweet, so I'm gonna top mine up with a little bit of sparkling water as well. And that's it. I'll give it a stir. I mean, this is so pretty. You could put, so where did my stir stick go? There we go. Okay, lovely. Just like that. And look at that, look at these. I mean, did these not scream summer? Oh my gosh. Patio season ready. Oh, delish. Equally delish. So good. All right, there they are. Our cocktail and mocktail of the week. Have a great weekend. You will not see me here on Sunday. Sunday is fun day, family day. But I will be back and rocking it on Monday with you. And I may pop in on Sunday to answer your Q&A. Don't forget all those questions you posted for Q&A Friday. Sunday's a fun day that I can also answer those. So we'll see. Playing around. Anyways, would love to hear how your week went and which recipes you tried or which you're going to try next week. Have fun with it, and we'll be back at it next week for another great week of Countdown to